Hello everyone, good morning. It's time to start the day. Grab your coffee, your favorite beverage, shine your light and light the way.
Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, August 28th, 2024, and it's time for your Good Morning Coffee and Talk. I'm Dolly, and this is the Wolf Girl Oracle, and I'm really happy that you're here. I am having like a funny morning, okay? I know that we're like in the last throes of Mercury being in retrograde, so I guess Mercury is heaping it all on me today, which is hysterical. But yeah, I've already had kind of a goofy morning. Good morning, Katie. Hi, sister. I love you. Now, okay, I put on these big giant earrings today because I want to be just like my big sister and wear really big earrings today. But I had something kind of funny happen when I sat down here before. All I did was like lean over this way to look to make sure that I had my candle lit over here because there's only a little tiny bit left. And somehow my earring got caught on my shawl, okay, on my shaman shawl. And I couldn't get the earring off and I couldn't get the shawl. So I'm walking around with this like freaking shawl attached to my ear. I almost just left it. So I could show you how ridiculous I am this morning. Oh boy. Yeah, so that's how my day started. It started with Ruben is being a little cold right now to me because I was gone for 10 days. All right. And he's that really upset him. I'm never going to go away for that long again, ever, because I don't like what it did to him. But this morning, he like came at my feet and I was just like, Ruben, no. Well, good morning, Terry. How are you today? I forgot to show this. Katie said good morning, and now Terry's here, and Terry's saying, hey, Dolly, hey, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by, you two. And Katie says, I just learned the shadow of retrograde will last until the 12th of September. Well, that's great. We just breathe through it, right? We just breathe through it, and, we just do the best that we can. There's always lessons to be learned with Mercury. And I think my lesson today is, don't procrastinate. Don't wait to the last minute to get things done, because if you have to rush, well, mistakes can happen, or shawls, your shamanic shawls can like attach themselves to your earring. Yeah. Terry says, yup, stinking shadows. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I personally feel like the work that I've done on my shadows has been the most important work that I've done for myself out of everything that I've done in my life. That's been the most important work, recognizing the lessons, feeling grateful for the lessons that I've learned, and then allowing that past to just go back there, and I get to move forward, right? The shadow gets to dissipate and disappear, and I get to move forward a little lighter in my step, in my soul step. And I just, that's the way that I look at it. And all these lessons that we learned during Mercury Mercury in retrograde are very important, I feel, So let me grab an affirmation card. Ugh. Now I was very mindful to put the card that we read the last time we were here on the bottom. So this next one is the next one in line. And the next one in line is courage. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts. Then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Yeah, courage, courage, courage. And I don't know if all of you are subscribed to Katie on Instagram, but she does a card of the day and she puts out a bunch of memes that go with that card of the day. And a lot of them today revolved around courage. So this was very, very appropriate for today. And I love that. Hey, Flowing. How are you? It is good to see you, my friend. It is good to see you. I missed you very much. And Katie says, my big lesson in Mercury is the power of past manifestations that we forgot about that are coming true now. Reflections. Oh, that is very good. That is very good, Katie. Yeah, for sure. Because we manifest everything. We manifest the light and we manifest the shadow. So, sometimes reflecting on what happened is, looking back now or having something manifest now that started way in the past, is that's powerful. Yeah. Flowing says, I don't have Instagram. Well, you can connect with Katie on the side. Katie, if you want to throw in your email address, you can email her and she has other ways of getting this to you. So if you don't have Instagram, she can help you. She actually texts me mine because I don't do much with Instagram either. So she might be able to help you with that. But I really, really appreciate the card of the day. And two of wands was the card. Yes. And Flowing says, missed you too. Oh, yes, I did very much. And Flowing says, I'm working through shadow and learning a lot. Yeah. And there's lots of really great like books out there that can help you. I have one here somewhere that I work through. I don't have it where I can grab it, but I got a shadow workbook off of Amazon and it was based off of somebody recommended it to me and said, just go through this book and this will kind of get you started in shadow work and help you understand kind of how it works. And I went through the book and it's been wonderful. And now I can do it on my own. I don't have to have a book to help guide me through my shadows. But having that book to start with really was very, very helpful, So I'm really glad that I did that. And Katie did put up her email here for anyone who might want to get the card of the day. She can email you and help you, get started with that. I really appreciate it. It can be very heavy. I need a shadow workbook. I have one in mind. Yeah, that's what I started with, was with a shadow workbook. And it really does. It just helps you. It really helps you see your mind. Okay. And I feel like that is so important because I don't think that most of us realize how much we create with just our minds alone, just with our attitude and how we perceive things, how we react to things. Some of how we react to certain things is completely and totally like we're on autopilot, right? So we start to think, oh, well, I can't change how I think about this, because it's been so autopilot for so long, but we can change how we think about things, how we react to things and stuff. And I just feel like the workbook just helps you get through that, understanding that. So yeah, definitely check that out. Fatima, good morning, my friend. Blessings, Dali, and everyone. It is extremely hot here. Girl, it was hot here. The temperature has come down now. It was 97 degrees yesterday at the hottest point for just a few minutes. It was 97 degrees. And this morning when I got up, it was 72. And I went out to go feed the squirrels and I was just like, oh, this is so much better. And I can breathe again because my breathing got so bad. That air was so terrible. So I'm glad, hopefully it'll come down for you too soon. All right. I wanted to talk about my vacation a little bit, just a little bit. I don't want to sit here. I don't want to do make you sit through a slideshow or anything like that. But I had a wonderful 10 days in New Bedford, hanging out with Chrissy's family and friends. It was really wonderful. I got to go to the ocean twice to give offerings to Njord, and he's the Norse god of sailors and ships and commerce and the water, and I was able to go and give an offering to him and say thank you for his, for helping me get to and from Massachusetts safely. And that it was special. It was a powerful moment. I just sat there by the ocean and just listened to the waves and listened to the seagulls. And it made me connect with my ancestors a little bit, because my ancestors, they were in Poland, in Hell, Poland as fishermen there. They immigrated to the United States, came to Milwaukee, and were fishermen here. They had to traverse that Atlantic Ocean. I've got Swedish in me, so there's a little bit of Viking going on here, and they were like predominantly in the Atlantic Ocean, so I felt some connection with that. So that was just great. And let me tell you, if you've never had Portuguese food before, I know Fatima, you have, but if you've never had Portuguese food before, you need to go and find some. You need to find some restaurant or something that makes good Portuguese food, because I've had it before in the past. I've gone to Massachusetts many times. Okay. But this time I really got to really immerse myself in the Portuguese side of the culture. Normally I'm in the Cape Verdean side of the culture. That's, Chrissy's father's side of the family. But this time I really got to really engage with more Portuguese people and Portuguese food and Portuguese music. And it was just really delightful, really delightful. Oh my gosh. So yes, I made, in fact, last night I made some Portuguese shrimp and rice off of a recipe that I found off of a Portuguese website. And it was delicious. Oh my gosh. It was so good. You have no idea. I'm never going to be skinny, you guys. I'm never going to be skinny. So it was a wonderful trip. It was very relaxing. It was great to spend time with Chrissy and Devante and the family. And it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Oh my God, sweetbread. If you've never had sweetbread, you've got to go and get some sweetbread. It is so good. So good. I shouldn't be eating bread, but oh my God. All right, what else did I want to tell you? Oh, I'm reading through this book. It's called the Kalevala. This is a book of poetry from Finland, and it's kind of a mix between mythology and actual events that have happened. So it's kind of like in the form of poetry. So it's really telling you the history, the mythological history of Finland through poetry. And it is so good. Oh my gosh. There is this one story I read today, you guys. It is hysterical. So there's this old guy and this young guy, and they're coming towards each other on a road. And neither one of them wants to get out of the other one's way. Okay. And the older guy is like, hey, young man, I need you to move to the side. And the young guy is like, listen, just because you have age and just because you have wisdom doesn't mean that you're better than me. So I'm not moving out of the way. And he's like, but you don't know who I am. I'm the great poet. I don't know how to say the name. It starts with a V, but I'm the great poet, blah, blah, blah. And, I really need for you to move aside. And the kid's like, listen, I know a lot about life. Okay. I know that hot water will like burn you. And I know that fire will burn you. And I know that, bears and wolves can eat you. And he was just going on and on with the things that he knows. And the old guy was like, I'm going to ask you one more time. You just need to get out of the way. Okay. And the kid's like, no, I'm not moving out of the way. You move out of the way, old man. Well, then old man opened up a can of whoop ass on this young whippersnapper. And by the time the poem is done, you realize that when you encounter an older man with a beard, you don't mess with them. Okay. Just give them you move aside and let them go through. But it's funny the way that it's told. It's very funny, and it got me thinking about how when I was in my late 30s, just going into 40s, I had several friends and coworkers who were in their 20s and stuff. And I remember feeling a little bit intimidated by their youth and their energy. And now, as I'm in my crone years, right? And I really appreciate the youth and energy of young people. I used to be worried about not being relevant, about not being able to keep up with the things that they're talking about. And I'm not worried about that anymore. I just feel like opening myself up and allowing them to teach me as much as I'm teaching them. There's just such this, this back and forth wonderfulness in that. And I felt like that is where this poem is going, that at some point here, there's going to be a back and forth between these two. So respect. Yes. Thank you. That's the word I was trying to come up with. That is exactly the word I was trying to come with. Portuguese, sweet bread and sweet rice. Yes, girl. Oh my gosh. Katie says, my card yesterday was about being creative. The art of cooking, Dolly. Yes. Yes. And it is an art. You're absolutely right. Fatima says, during Easter, we put boiled eggs in the sweet bread, a tradition. Ooh. Wait, so when you're baking the bread in the oven, the boiled eggs are inside of the loaf? Is that how it works? Or you make the eggs on the side with the bread? You make the bread and then you put the eggs on the side. Inquiring minds want to know, because that sounds good. Let's see here. Flowing says, I'm croning too. Yeah, it all happens. It happens to us, right? I earned every one of these gray hairs. I did. Embrace your beautiful, wise crone. 100%. Flowing. I'm coming over for home cooking. We do that too. I'm Italian. Oh, hey! I love Italian food. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's interesting to me how, in so many cultures, in just about every culture, that family celebrations all revolve around feasting, and then there's cultural foods that go along with that feasting, and I think that that's neat. I really enjoy taking part in that, I think that's awesome. All right, I wanted to show you guys something, and I don't know if you guys know anything about this. Now, I like to stay away from politics as much as I can because I don't like that energy. Good morning, Shanita. Shanita, I'm just about done with my book. My lovely, lovely book that Shanita wrote that I'm enjoying going through so much. And Shanita, feel free to drop a link to your book in the chat if you would like. I'm really enjoying it. I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning things that I'm like, ooh. I got to work on that. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys something. This has me concerned. All right. Now you guys have heard about Project 2025. I hope that you've taken some time to look at Project 2025 and understand the seriousness of this. Project 2025 really feels a lot like Nazi Germany to me. Okay. And if there's anything out there that concerns me, it's that. Okay. More than anything, even more than Trump becoming president, this group, regardless of who is president, is going to put their people into place to try to direct the nation along their agenda. And that is frightening to me. Okay. And this group is looking far beyond 4 years of Trump. Okay. They're looking at how the future is going to be completely and totally manipulated to their will. And we have to be concerned about that and do something about it. And if you haven't talked to your friends and family about Project 2025, please do if you can. And now I know maybe you don't want to start like a fight with your family, and I totally get that. I totally do. You know, I've only mentioned this once to my mother and to my brothers, and I said, please just look into it. Okay, because it has me a little concerned. And actually, after my mom looked at it, she dropped Trump like a hot potato. She was just like, no more of that, you know. So it does. Anyways, I'm getting these in the mail for some reason, and I don't know. From what I understand from looking at the website, somebody actually had to go in and buy these and send them to me. So I'm not sure who did this. I know it's not my mom or my brothers. I don't know who's sending this to me, but these are kids guides. These are guides for children. I think that this is connected to Project 2025. Okay. I'm not sure about that. I couldn't find a direct link, so don't quote me on that. But it feels like indoctrination. And like this guide is called The Kid's Guide to Growing Up Trump. And in it are all kinds of flashy things like Trump hugging the flag and all this other stuff. But there's like all these things in here about Trump and painting him in this glorious light. Okay, this glorious light. And I can't help but feel like this is Nazi propaganda. Okay, this is what this feels like. And another one that they sent to me was The Kid's Guide to Leadership. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys a couple more. Give me a second here. I just want to get you guys informed on this. Let me bring this up here. How do I make this big? Solo layout. There we go. So you can see the other ones that are here. There's The Kid's Guide to the Presidential Election, The Kid's Guide to President Trump, The Kid's Guide to Growing Up Trump, The Kid's Guide to Fighting Indoctrination. I thought, what? The Kid's Guide to America's National Parks and Kid's Guide to Money. These two seem pretty benign, but these four have me very concerned. So I just wanted to show you guys that this is some of the tactics that are being used right now. And so this is what Democrats are fighting against right now, is this kind of thing. So even if for some reason I'm hoping that Trump doesn't win. Okay, they are already looking to the future. They're looking to kids now and trying to prepare them in the way that they're thinking about how America should be. And I do not like that this is happening. Okay, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I wasn't sure if you guys knew that this was out there and that this was happening. Flowing says, "Oh my God, horrible sending this to kids, right? Next, they'll be dropping leaflets from airplanes. That is disgusting. Someone just sent that to you." I know. That's what Rick and I were talking about this morning when I discovered. I'm like, hey, wait a second. These aren't free. Somebody actually had to go in there, put my name and address in there, and send these to me. And I don't have any children. So I don't know if this was somebody who was like, hey, you know what? If I send this to Dali, she'll talk about it on her channel. I don't know if that was what this was about, or if somebody's just trying to like get me Trumpified. I don't know. I don't know what this is about, but girl. Whew. Fatima says, "Oh my God, what is wrong with these people? They are nuts. What kind of Kool-Aid are they drinking?" Right? Oh, I'm laughing, but it's not funny, really. It's not. And Katie says, they know their kids are over 18. They know that kids over 18 are the largest voting bloc. Yeah. Hi, Gina. Good morning. Hi, Dali and Chatters. Just wanted to say hi. I'm still working. Hugs. Well, thank you for stopping by. I love you. Have a wonderful day, Gina. Warrior girl. She's a warrior. Good morning. How are you? So everybody's saying good morning. Also, I wanted to show you guys. I know. See, I've got like all these things to show you because it's been a couple weeks. I belong to the Hay House Card Club. So basically, every quarter they send me 3 decks of cards for the price of about 1.5 decks. Okay, which I like that. I like that I'm getting like 3 decks for the price of 1 to 1.5 decks. In essence, one of the decks is free. Okay, when you get this. And they try to send you new decks that have just come out, along with some older decks. So you get usually 1 or 2 new ones and one or 2 older ones. And so this month I got this one. Katie, I thought this one might be right up your alley. It's called Angelic Activations Oracle Deck by Kyle Gray. Angelic Activations. And on the inside it says, let me open this up here. I activate my angelic connection. Thank you, angels, for revealing to me what I need to know. I am willing to listen. And I love that there always or almost always seems to have something on the inside of the box. I think that that's neat. And here's the book. So it's it's not a little white book, it's thicker than that. And it does have, interpretations of the cards on the inside, along with, does it have any? It does not have any spreads, but that's okay because I make my own. So I don't need that. And I'll just show you a couple of the cards too. I'm literally just opening this up, so I haven't, the thing is still on it yet. Oh, interesting. Okay, I see how this goes. So on the front of the deck, you have the angel. And on the back of the deck, you have the name of the angel along with some meaning. And then it goes into more depth in the book with the meaning. So this is neat. I like that. I love Kyle Gray too, you guys. All of you guys are like, ooh, Kyle Gray. And Gina's saying, ooh, Kyle's Angelic Activation deck. Awesome. Yeah, I've never seen this deck before, so I'm excited to try it out. An unboxing. Nice. Katie's saying, Hay House has a lot of free courses lately. Yeah, they do. Maybe I'll actually have a little time now that I can actually maybe take a couple. That would be great. And then the second deck that I got is the Intuitive Whispers Oracle. This is by Maud Hurst. Intuitive Whispers Oracle. I like that description, Intuitive Whispers. And on the inside of this one, it says, you are wiser and more brilliant than you know. Be still, take a breath, and listen. Your intuitive whispers are guiding you. I like that. I like that very much. Your intuitive whispers are guiding you. And same as the Kyle Gray, you've got a decent little book in here with meanings. There aren't pictures. There's just words. The power of silence. I have a very hard time being silent. Nobody's here in the house. I'm talking to the animals. You know what I'm saying? Very not silent. All right, here's just one of the cards. Okay, well, here's the back of the cards, what the back of the cards look like. Ooh. This reminds me of one of your resin things, Katie. One of your resin dishes. And here's one of the cards itself. Slow down. Which is great advice for all of us. It's advice that I should have took this morning. I was telling, not all of you guys got to hear this, but this morning I was rushing because I was kind of procrastinating this morning. So I was rushing to get in here and get everything set up. And I like leaned over this way to look over at my candle, and my shaman shawl over here got attached to my earring. And it was hanging off my earring. And I could not get my earring off, and I could not get it disengaged. So I'm like walking around. I've got this big old shawl hanging off my head. And I was like, maybe I should have just left it on. Maybe spirit was trying to tell me something. I don't know. But I did eventually get it off, as you can see. And the last deck here, and this one I'm not going to open because I have this deck. So this deck is going to be given away sometime in September. So if you guys are around in September, this will be something that I'm going to give away as a gift. It is the Wisdom of the Oracle Pocket Edition Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And I have this one already, so I am going to give this one away sometime in September. So stay tuned. If you don't have this deck, it could be yours. We'll see. So what do you think about that? So I think that that's a great selection of cards. You know, I like that. I feel like having some new energy, new cards coming in every quarter is nice. You know, kind of just changes things up. And yeah, so I'm going to get these out under the full moon, the next full moon, get them cleansed, get them out in the full moon, get them charged up, sleep with them, and then I'll start using those decks as part of my readings. So yeah, well, you know, I love what we do here. I love this community, you know. I love that we're working on this stuff together. I know not everybody can afford to get decks. So if I can, you know, give these decks, these duplicates away and help someone out in the process, that makes me feel good, and it's going to make you guys feel good. So win-win, winner, chicken dinner. So Katie says, I live alone, so I talk to my guides all day, especially since my fur babies have ascended. Yes, I still talk to them too. Yeah, I don't know, Katie, if you noticed, but I do have on my altar, right here, I have my healing candle lit for you, my dear sister, because I know you're going through a lot, and I love you so much. You know, I just want to wrap my arms around you and give you a big hug and let you know, hey, no matter what, we're all here for you. Okay, we're here, you know, and we love you very much. So Flowing says that's a great gift. Yeah, I think so. I like doing that. Warrior Girl says, slow down, you move too fast. Got to make the morning last. Kicking around the cobblestones, looking for fun. Feeling groovy. I love it. And Flowing was thinking of that song. Warrior Girl says, that's wonderful. Sharing the decks, paying it forward. Yeah, of course. Yeah. What am I going to do with 2 decks anyways, you know? There's no reason to hoard these things. Candles are amazing. I agree. I have so many. It's like 10 degrees hotter in this room right now because I have all my altar candles lit because I was talking to the gods before I started. Sending Katie lots of love and healing light. Flowing is sending love. Katie says, I made the first move towards getting a new fur baby. I got a new cat carrier to bring it home. And now I just need payday. Yeah. And I will help you with that. I want you to have it's kind of selfish on my part, but I feel like, or maybe it's not selfish, but I feel like there are so many animals that need rescuing. So many, you know, so if I can help somebody get their forever baby, fur baby in their home with them, of course I'm going to help. And you're my sister and I love you. So there's that too. We invoke all of the elements when we light a candle. That is true. Yes, you got that right. And I like to work with the elements, the directions, with the spiral of time, with the gods, with the ancestors, with my spirits and my spirit animals, my power animal, my Filgia, all these things. I feel like I have the richest spiritual experience happening right now. And I know that it's only going to get more. I know that it's even going to grow more. And it's hard for me to even picture that because right now I feel like I'm so spiritually filled, for the first time in my life. I really, really feel filled with spirit. So it's wonderful. All right, I wanted to ask you guys a couple questions because you know how much I love to do this so that we can get to know each other a little bit better. Okay, so here is the first question, and the first one's kind of fun. All right. Wait, let me read what Katie's going to say here. I'm going to go by Lyft to animal control and spend as much time as they will let me have. I'm going to talk to them about being a bottle feeder for kittens and foster them until adoption. Yeah, I think that that's so amazing. And you know that they need volunteers. Every shelter needs volunteers. So if any of you guys feel like I really want to do something, but I don't know what to do, especially if you're retired, okay, man, become a bottle feeder or a dog walker or just, volunteer to help clean the kennels. You will be doing a great service to the animal population if you can do that. So if you can, I would love that. Janet. Hello, Janet. Dolly, your joy always makes me smile. So glad I caught your live. I am so glad you caught my live too. And I'm glad that my joy makes you smile. I am filled with joy. I am. And a lot of people are always like, Dolly, what are you on? Because I want some. I'm just happy. I can't help it. Oh, and Katie has a lot of experience bottle feeding animals. That's great. Well, then that would be a perfect volunteer job for you. And I bet you that would really enrich your life. So I think you should go for it. Go for it. All right. So here's the question today. If you could appear on any game show, which would you choose? If you could appear on any game show, which would you choose? Now, my guess is that most of you aren't really into game shows all that much, but just think about it. If you could say, all right, I'm going to be on this game show, which one would you choose? Warrior Girl says, one of my local animal shelters asked if you can drop off food if it would help out. One of my local animal shelters asked if you can drop off food. It would help out immensely if you cannot take a fur baby home. Oh, that's a great point because there's a lot of people out there who love animals, but they just can't have them because they're allergic to them or whatever. But you can still help. That's right. By giving out food. Oh, there's Janet. Hi, Janet. Oh, Janet. Good morning. So Flowing says Family Feud is so funny. It is very funny. That's like the one game show that we watch almost every day here in this house. And we watch it as a family. So Rick and Chrissy and Devontae and I all watch Family Feud. It happens to be on when we're eating dinner. So we watch it every day. And that is so much fun. Katie says Hollywood Squares. Oh, who sat in the middle? Paul Lynn. Paul Lynn made me laugh. And what was the other one? The guy with the puppet. Katie. Flowers. Something. I can't think of it. Shanita says The Gong Show. Well, that's appropriate. You would just be hitting the gong. You wouldn't even be waiting for them to finish off what they were doing. You would just be like, gong. The next person would walk on the stage, gong. That's so funny. Katie says, thank you so much, my friends. You made me heal so much faster by being here for me. Aw. Aw. Well, the game show that I would want to be on is The Price is Right. Only because I want them to call my name, and I want to be able to run down and be going on national TV. Even if I don't get on to the show itself and I'm just standing up there in front and I get to run down, that's all I want to do. Because, I'm ridiculous like that. Name that tune. Oh, that was always fun. People who could get it like in 2 notes blew my mind, I'd be like, what? How did you get that? Yes, there are so many good old game shows. There used to be one called Joker, or Joker's Wild, that I really liked when I was a kid. I didn't get to watch TV too much as a kid. We didn't have a TV in my house. My parents wouldn't let us have a TV until we were in high school. But my grandma and grandpa had a TV. So if we were over, they were babysitting us or something, we got to watch TV and we'd watch the game shows. And Price is Right was always up there. Let's Make a Deal. And then in the evening, there'd be like the Joker's Wild was on, Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy. But I don't know that I would want to be on the show. I love watching it. I love saying it along with the TV. But I don't know that I could process things fast enough to be able to actually do it. So, but yeah. All right, here's the next question. When you're down, what makes you feel better? When you're down, what makes you feel better? Katie says, my fibromyalgia will not let me watch them now. All the bells, lights, and screaming sets my nerves off. Oh, I can understand that. I could definitely understand that. Even the higher end game shows like Jeopardy still have the audience and lights and stuff. Music is what makes Katie feel better. Music makes me feel better too. But that isn't my go-to. That isn't my go-to when I'm feeling down. Laughing and talking with a friend. Yes. That's a great one too. That's more along the lines of my go-to. Usually when I'm feeling down, I reach out and I talk it out with somebody, and then I'll feel better. And a lot of times it's Katie. Poor Katie. Poor Katie has to put up with me. I don't get down very often though. A lot of times I'm not down. I might be concerned, or I might be confused, or I might be just full of thought, very thought provoked, but not necessarily down, Gongs and my wife's hugs. Oh, hugs. Yes. Hugs are the best. Hugs are the best. Oh, and carbs. Oh, Shanita, are we twins? I don't have a gong, but I have my chime. Ding! Get over here and give me a hug. And bring some chips. Oh my gosh. Katie came from a musical household. I did as well. My mom played clarinet. My dad played piano and accordion. My grandma played violin and piano. My grandpa played violin. My brother Doug played the drums. My brother David played clarinet. And I played clarinet and drums and a little bit of piano. And we all sang. Flowing loves carbs too. And food in general. Katie says, you listen to me when I am down, Dali. That's what sisters do. That's right, girl. Love, love, love. It's all love. Even when we're not on the same page, Katie, and we're a little bit like trying to wring each other's necks, it's always love. There's always love there. Flowing loves to sing. I like to make a joyful noise. But yeah, all these things, all these are great things. Yes, all these things really help to raise vibrations. Music changes. Like when you put music on, if you're in a particular vibration and you're low and you put on music or you hit a gong or you hit a chime, you're changing the whole vibration, right? You're switching it up. You're flipping the script. So I really resonate with that. And voice, talking it out. Again, this is frequency, it's vibration. It changes things, right? You're changing it. And also how you think about it, taking that whatever's bothering you and flipping it around and really analyzing it and looking at it and trying to see things from a different perspective so that you can change the frequency, change the vibration, Janet says, I like to go outside when I'm down and breathe. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes just moving yourself out of the vibration that you're in and placing yourself someplace else. And outside, you have all of nature to resonate with, right? So yeah, totally feel you on that. Or you pick up a crystal. Yes. Yes. Selenite is my go-to. When I feel like I've got something attached to me, I'm putting that thing all over my body and pushing it off. And then I use sage or Palo Santo. And I just, I cleanse myself. I get all that out, get rid of it. So good answers, you guys. All right. We're going to just do 2 questions today because it's already 10 minutes to 11 here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I wanted to be able to pull a card for you guys. I think I'm going to just do a collective card reading today because we don't have a lot of time left. So I'm going to just do that. Something for us to focus on today. And I'm using the Elemental Empath Oracle. Elemental Empath. Look at the book that comes with this deck. I really like this book. It is it's got little pictures. They're color, but they're very, very tiny, but it has a really good in-depth explanation and meaning for each card. So if you're struggling or not connecting and you're confused by what spirit might be showing you, the book is very, very helpful for this deck. So let me get this shuffled. Flowing says, nature helps so much. I agree with you. It really does. Yesterday, it was 97 degrees out and it started to pour here in Milwaukee. And I went outside and I just put my face up towards the sky and closed my eyes, put my feet into the grass in my bare feet and just let the rain fall on me. And you want to talk about a cleansing, needed experience? That was just amazing. All right. Angels protect us. Spirits of the land and my home surround us, and ancestors give us wisdom. What do you want us to know for today, Spirit? Please and thank you. And I love you. Let's check it out. All right. This is the one. And we have mindset. Create reality, work with subconscious, and befriend your mind. Oh, I like that. Create reality, work with your subconscious, and befriend your mind. And it's mindset. Look at her. She is just like in the flow, feeling it from the water and the air, Katie. And how beautiful is that? She's feeling it. Her third eye, you can see all of her chakras are lined up and creating energy. And I can't help but feel like maybe this card is a little bit for all of us today, but especially for me, because it's very easy. It's very easy to put ourselves into a cycle of doom and gloom, right? And sometimes it feels comfortable to be in that cycle of doom and gloom, and we just spiral in that and spiral in that and spiral in that. And I know for months, I felt that in the collective. I felt just a spiral of doom and gloom. I am not feeling that now. The collective seems to be far more elevated. We're talking about frequency and vibrations. Vibrations seem to be so much higher now. And what has happened? What is really different here? I think it's just a change of mindset, a change in the direction, getting out of that spiral of doom and gloom and heading forward. I feel like that's where we're at. And we have a long, just going into the political realm, the political spectrum of things, we have a long time before November is here. And right now, those of us who are on the bluer side of things, okay, are feeling maybe a bit more hopeful, a bit more secure in our decision. We're feeling a lot more joy, and I really feel like something has changed, like something has really changed. It's the mindset. The mindset has changed, so that goes along with that card perfectly. So what are we seeing here? Oh, Jane's here. Hi, Jane. Jane the Seeker's here, seeking. Hello, Jane, my friend. And Warrior Girl says, yes, since the 888 portal. That is actually a good point. You are absolutely right about that. That is exactly when that started to change. You are so right about that. Wow. I didn't even think about that, but you are spot on. Flowing says, the winds of change has come through and brought in feelings of hope and love. I agree. I really feel that. Even if people don't know about it, it affects them too. That is so true. It does, right? Just like Mercury in retrograde. Not everybody knows about Mercury in retrograde. There was a good chunk of my life where I didn't know anything about that, right? But it still affected me. Now though, I can take Mercury in retrograde in a very different way. Like I was saying earlier, there are so many lessons to be learned when this time is here. It points out some of our shadows that maybe were hidden, that we didn't know were there. It makes us kind of stop and slow down and take a good look at things instead of rushing through everything. There's just so many great lessons that can be learned through Mercury in retrograde, and it affects everyone. And knowing that too can make us a little bit more compassionate when people are going through some stuff, right? Because we're all going through it together, right? So Katie says, releasing is so much easier. Yes. Shanita's talking to Warrior Girl. I hope life begins to ease up soon, my friend. Please let me know if there's something I can do for you. Oh, Shanita, your heart is so beautiful. You are such a armed, open, loving person. That's what I love about you. People are saying hi to Jane. Oh, I'm way behind. Everybody's saying hi to Jane, 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 Jane. Jane, Jane, Jane. Oh, wait, that's not the song. Katie just had an epiphany while I was talking. Well, that's good. Viviani, hello, my friend. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Right, I'm just zipping through here. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Blessings. Hello. Oh my gosh, your mom broke your. Yeah, that's right. Your mom broke her arm during this retrograde. Yeah, that's not cool. Oh, how's she doing? Is she in a cast? Is she, what's the prognosis? Is she going to be okay? I was just shown why we are all so tired, and even though the energy is lighter. Well, tell us about it, Katie. Tell us about it. Inquiring minds want to know. I mean, I honestly, like you were saying, during the Lionsgate portal, since the Lionsgate portal, I have felt a little drained. I have felt a little, not depressed, just really tired, like I'm getting swamped with energy all at once, and it's just a lot to take in, Jane says, I'm in San Diego, no surgery. She's 90. She's in a cast and is in pain and is a pain in my arse. Oh no. Gummies. Give her some gummies. No, don't do that. Although I got to tell you guys, I've already told my mom. I'm like, Mom, because my grandma had dementia. She didn't have Alzheimer's. She had dementia. Or did she have Alzheimer's? Maybe she did have Alzheimer's because she was a little violent, but her sister had dementia. Yeah, that's the way it was. Anyways, I already told my mom, if this is a thing, if this is like something that might eventually happen to you, I'm going to get you some gummies, and I'm going to be microdosing gummies for you and giving those to you. And she's like, okay. So we've got that figured out now. Oh, Jane's taking the gummies. Hey, Mom, I bought these for you. Oh, nom. Oh, right on, girl. As we focus to raise our vibes, we eventually balance the energy. This is physically exhausting. Then we work more on raising our vibes, and the cycle starts again. As a collective, this is our purpose. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because like I was saying, Katie, you get like this whoosh of a changed energy come at you. And it's just like, at first it was a little overwhelming, but now it's starting to balance off. I'm still pretty tired, but I'm still healing too. So, but I love that. I love that so much. So does Jane. Jane says, love that, Katie. Sheeta says, thank you, Katie. Makes sense. Yeah, for sure. And Warrior says, wonderful, Katie, at Katie Moonchild's World. So, yeah. Oh, and Flowing says, yes, Katie, I'm so tired and my dreams are clearer now. Yes. Now that you mention that, sometimes I can go a couple months without writing anything in my dream journal because I don't dream. But in the last month, I have had so many dreams. I've probably taken up that much space in my dream journal. And the last time that I wrote an entry in there was like in February. So, and now it's like rapid fire dreams. Yeah. Ooh. The energy has been a lot to integrate. Yes. Yeah. And Katie says, so rest when you need to. 100%. Me too. Had clearer dreams and third eye visions. Yeah. Yes. And, I've been kind of, I didn't do a lot spiritually while I was on vacation other than, going to the ocean. But I plan for the next few days to on Thursday, Friday, maybe over the weekend, depending on how busy it is here at the house. But I'm going to take a few days to just sit and be still and let things kind of balance out. And I'm hoping I'm hoping to get some clarity on a few things that I need to work through. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the next couple days. But we'll see. I have a difficult time doing my shamanic journey type stuff when there are people in the house. I need it to be quiet. I need to be able to drum or use my rattle or both. And when everybody's home, and right now Devante isn't working a regular job. He's just doing Uber. So he's home a lot. Rick's working from home today, so we'll have to see how it goes. But I need to get back into my boat and let the boat take me down the river. You know what I'm saying? So Katie says, my third eye has been just humming. I thought it was my grief, but now I know it's much more. Wow. Flowing says, what I keep hearing, we are here to love. Yes. And why is that so hard for people? Okay. Fatima says, everyone have a blessed day. Need to go to my room and cool down and get it and rest a bit. I love you. I love you very much, Fatima. I hope you have a good day and get good rest. Jane says she's hitting the beach as soon as she can. Comes up through my toes, to my legs, to my soul. Yeah, the song lyrics. Well, I'm going to let you guys go too. I'm noticing that it is 11:01 here. So, yes, go cool off. Go cool off. Everybody stay cool. Hydrate. I can't stress that enough. And just, keep yourself cool. And I love you guys. I really love you guys so much. Hey, look what I can do. Look what I can do. Wow. This is almost normal. Reaching up this way is almost normal. Reaching out, I still have a little bit of issues with, but I'm getting there. I'm making progress. So, whoo. So anyways, I love you guys. Have a great day. I will have a video for a weekly reading on Sunday. So watch for that. And I will see you all again soon. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming.